Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Easy Peasy Vocab. Today we are going to learn about active and passive voice. What does that mean? Basically, verbs are written in either active voice or passive voice. Active voice means the subject of the sentence performs action. Therefore, the doer of the action comes first. Whereas in passive voice, the subject of the sentence has an action performed on it by someone or something else. Therefore, the receiver of the action comes first. In the visual, you can see the cricketer Virat Kohli catching a ball. Virat Kohli caught the ball. What is the subject in the sentence? Virat Kohli. What is the verb? Caught. As the subject came first, caught will be in the active voice. The verb caught is in the active voice. The ball was caught by Virat Kohli. The ball is the receiver here. Was caught. Was is the linking verb. So was caught is the passive voice. That verb is in the passive voice. Basically, the passive voice uses a linking verb followed by the past participle of the main verb. Let's see another example. In the image, you can see some kids eating pizza. The hungry students ate the pizza. So, what is the subject here? The students, right? The hungry students. Hungry is an adjective and students is the subject noun. So, ate is in the active voice. The pizza was eaten by the hungry students. Here, the pizza is the receiver, whereas the students is the subject noun, right? So, was eaten is in the passive voice. The passive voice is formed with the form of verb to be. That means, what is the form of verb to be in this sentence? Was, followed by the past participle. What is the past participle here? Eaten, right? So, was eaten is in the passive voice. Let's see another example. You can see beautiful cakes in the image. My sister made these cakes. Who is the subject here? Sister is the subject, right? My is the possessive pronoun adjective. Made is the verb and made is in the active voice as the subject noun is doing the action. These cakes were made by my sister. Here, cakes is the receiver, were made is in the passive voice. Notice that we change the verb in the passive sentences, right? Made became were made. We often use passive sentences when we don't know who did the action of the verb. In the first image, you can see nice gemstones, some jewels, right? Some jewels were stolen from the castle last night. So, do you know who stole them? No, right? So, when we don't know who did the action of the verb, we use the sentence or the verb is in the passive voice. Some jewels were stolen from the castle last night. If you know who did it, you can say they stole the jewels or he stole the jewels, right? In the next image, you can see a nice rainbow colored sweater. My sweater was made in America. So, do you know who made the sweater? You don't know, but it was made in America, right? So, was made is in the passive voice. We also use passive voice if we want to focus on what happened rather than on who did something. In the first image, you can see nice shiny boots. My boots have been cleaned. So, do you know who cleaned those boots? No, right? But the action was done. So, your focus is on what happened, but not who did it. So, my boots have been cleaned. Have been here is in the passive voice. In the second image, you can see a dog with fur, and then in the next image, you can see the dog without fur. The fur has been trimmed. Her fur has been trimmed. Do you know who trimmed it? No, right? So when we don't know who did it, we use the sentence in the or the verb in the passive voice. Has been is in the passive voice here. In passive sentences, we can add the doer of the action using by. In the first image, you can see some footprints. These paw prints were made by a cat. So whose paw prints were those? Cats, right? So when we want to add the doer of the action, we can do that by adding by. In the second image, you can see the first flight. The first flight was invented by Wright brothers. So here you're adding the subject by using by. Passive. It has been decided by Jason that he will not attend college next fall. I say this sentence is right, but the active part of it is Jason has decided next fall not to attend college. Do you think is that right? No. Why is the active version wrong? The active voice sentence says that Jason decided next fall, which is illogical and doesn't make any sense. He either already decided in the past or he will decide next fall in the future. The passive version of it is correct because he already decided that he will not attend college. So how do you correct that active part of it? Jason has decided not to attend college next fall. That would be appropriate. Note, you do not have to make active or passive voice parallel throughout the sentence. Let's see an example. The shuttle launch took place flawlessly and was seen on television. So what are you describing or what are you talking about? You're talking about the shuttle launch, right? That it took place flawlessly and was seen on television. So in the sentence above, both parallel elements work with the same subject, the shuttle launch. So the shuttle launch took place and the shuttle launch was seen on television. So you do not have to make active or passive voice parallel throughout the sentence. Got it? Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment for my videos. Thank you so much.